Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we're playing World of DotA, which is of course made by Panda Life. And recently, Fiend had his strength build reworked. It is still very strange, and I thought it would be a bit of fun to try out. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get into the game. Hello, we got ourselves a Shadow Fiend and Shadow Friend. We're gonna go for specifically the strength build, because this has recently been reworked. So it's been reworked in the way that a bunch of things were moved around and it was made generally more powerful. It wasn't reworked in the way that it's a new ability now, right? But it's still pretty neat, and I thought we could have some fun with it. Now, in case you aren't familiar with how this one works, because it is a bit of a strange one, right? It's a bit of a weird one. But basically what it does is it replaces all of our abilities with one big ability that drains our HP and then uses that to deal damage in a huge AoE around us. It even goes so far as asking us to replace the ability to attack for some damage reduction. So down here, we cannot attack, but we take 10% less damage. This I will not get. We are going to just play strength today, so I'm not gonna go for universal. Although I do wonder if this is maybe something that can be played universal. But I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna stick to an actual strength build and actually use the strength stuff. And then we're gonna see what we can do with it aside from that, right? Because I do think it is probably gonna be better to be able to attack. Because that way we can like lifesteal, right? We can apply Skadi. And I think that just seems more powerful than the ability to take 10% less damage. Like 10% less damage is okay, but am I not gonna get more value out of just like punching people? So I think that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, that's the plan today. We'll see how it works out. I have not had a chance to play this. I keep trying to, but every time I try, somebody else picks Shadow Fiend. It's really depressing. Like, I don't even know what's up with that. Why everybody is suddenly so keen on playing Shadow Fiend. Oh, I actually just skilled the wrong thing, and I don't really want this. I need these right here. Oh well, it's fine. We're staying entirely in strength anyway, right? So it's not as big of a deal if we are a little bit more carefree with our talent points. We'll have enough anyway. Hello. Yeah, luckily I have a double damage, which is nice. And all of a sudden everybody's playing Shadow Fiend. I mean, I guess it's worth keeping in mind there that strength Shadow Fiend, not strength, int Shadow Fiend, intelligence Shadow Fiend, is an incredibly powerful build, right? Like devastatingly powerful. Anyway, let's get this. So this has replaced our ultimate now. We can activate this. This will drain our HP and then deal damage in the radius around us. Right now, this is completely unusable because it uses too much HP to deal damage. Like, it's not that the damage it deals is bad. It's just like, here's the thing. It's kind of the same problem that Pudge used to have, right? With Rot. Where if you have an ability where both you and your opponent are taking damage, you might think, okay, well, I mean, at least it's fair, right? Like, you're trading your HP for their HP, and presumably you're tankier. But that's actually not true. Because I have Rot, or in this case, I have Righteous Lord, but my opponents, well, they have their abilities, right? So I'm using my ability to deal damage to both of us, while you are using your abilities to deal damage only to me. So it's not actually fair. It's not actually that simple. Did we just get hard? I'm just gonna get a harder thing. But it's not actually that simple, right? Because as much as, yeah, we do both take the damage, you actually have additional abilities that will kill me. Well, you know, I'm kind of limited. I mean, I do still have Shadow Race, so I guess this is a bit different from the Pudge example in that way. But, you know, it's not amazingly different. Anyway, we can use this for some farming, though. It's not too bad. It just deals a lot of damage to us, which is a problem. But other than that, it's alright. That's why Modern Pudge has, well, I guess it's not Flesh Heap anymore. What is it called? Meat Shield? Why am I imagining that? Is it actually called Meat Shield? I know he's got a new name now. Meat Armor, maybe? Meat Shield feels a bit tacky. Admittedly, Dota isn't above tacky names, right? Anyway, come over here, take down this. And, okay, this right here gives us health regeneration, and like a good amount, too. Which is nice. So, which ability goes next? We lose Necromastery, so we don't want to level up Necromastery. Right? Like, that's an ability that gets deleted soon. There isn't really a benefit to having it. So we might as well just not level it up. This is not an attacking-based build. Although I'm still gonna attack a little bit, I think. Because, you know, even if you aren't an attacking-based build, look, just getting a couple of hits in is relevant DPS pretty much no matter what. So. Let's come over here, get these guys. Thank you very much. Hope there's nobody hanging out over here. Get some more health regeneration. And then get more Shadow Rays. Chat is quiet today. Yeah, it's alright. Some days it's just me. And then a bunch of people lurking. Come over here. Take these guys and then pick up a bounty rune. Oh, I don't know. This is gonna be tight. No, actually this guy is surprisingly weak. Damn. Alright, that's great that we managed to get that blue as well. So we're doing really well. Like, this early game went just about as well as it could, I think. More Gal Souls, the Possessed Mask, probably. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright, level up health regeneration here. Then we can remove Necromastery to increase the radius of Righteous Lord. Here, I'm guessing Omni Knight wins, right? Higher level, got a bit more money. Just seems stronger. Oh, stupid. There's always one answer to the question, what happened to this person? What happened to that person, right? It's always the same answer. It never changes. And that is, they just kind of went on to do other things. Most people stop playing Dota eventually. And I am just still here. I have outlasted all of them. But hopefully I won't outlast everybody. Right? But yeah, you know, like that's always the thing. Like what happened to this person? What happened to that person? Well, they meant to do something else. That's really it. There isn't much else to be said. Take down these. I mean, it's nice to have 25 health regen. This is actually pretty good farming, isn't it? Because we just turn it on, kills the creeps, turn it off. It's kind of a shame. But honestly, something I've been learning is that people don't really play Dota. Every time I talk to somebody about the fact that, you know, I work with Dota and I make Dota content, I've never met a single person in real life that actually plays Dota. I've met a bunch of people who were like, oh, I used to play Dota. Dota is a game that people used to play, from my experience. There's not that many left that still do. Although, you know, Dota's actually doing fine in terms of its player count. But I believe, and this is honestly just my own little conspiracy theory. So, take this with a grain of salt. I don't have any statistics to back this up. But I believe that while Dota's player numbers are actually looking pretty good, I think Dota has been undergoing a demographic shift. And it's been moving away from, like, I don't know, the West feels like a weird way to put it, but basically it's, clearly it's pretty much dead in the US, right? It doesn't really exist there anymore. And I think it's also starting to really diminish in Europe. At least in Western Europe, and I think there's a lot of Eastern Europe, and I think there's like the Philippines and so on, I think are still big on Dota, but yeah, there's just been a bit of a demographic shift, I think. Alright, let's take this, thank you very much. No creeps here.
Hello Hello, I am Bounty Hunter, and I am telling you that you should leave a like on the video, or else I will steal all of your lunch money. Better be careful. I'm watching you.
Oh, lots of people here. Oh, I cannot do anything about this. Would you mind not killing me? I hope that worked. Did that stun? We have a lot of health regen. Grab bounty rune. I mean, we did survive. Surprisingly. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. I just wasn't expecting it. I think that my stunning strategy did work. Oh, I'm very dead now. Ah! That's fine. In the Philippines, it's mobile MOBAs which take the most players, but though that's pretty equal to League, I think. Oh, interesting. Yeah. League is just kind of where, at least when I'm talking to people in real life, people play League. That's it. People play League. They don't really play Dota. I one time tried playing League with them, but I don't like it. I don't. I don't like it. I just think Dota is a better game, right? And I mean, obviously I would think that, but I don't know. I like to believe that I'm actually pretty open-minded to games. But League is one of those games where I play it and I'm just like, damn. Can't we just play Dota instead? Even regular Dota, right? It's a similar problem to how Super Smash Bros. Melee contenders have with Melee, right? Like every time a game gets released that tries to be like a new Melee, it always runs into the same problem, being that people are just like, yeah, okay, but like, why wouldn't we just play Melee instead? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. But it would be sick if you just gave this a go. And then people are always like, I don't think I will. I mean, I think I will play it a little bit, but then I'm going to go back to playing Melee. We're going to need to catch up on farm. I mean, we're actually, again, pretty good at farming. The problem is that I'm just dying. I can't fight. Right? Anytime I run into a hero, I'm just toast. So I have a lot of time where I'm dead. And that's not good. That's an issue. So I need to figure out something to do about that. Can I have this active? Nearly. Not fully, but we're getting there. The AoE damage feels like last time. Oh, it actually will get there. Like, there's still a whole bunch of upgrades left for this. This ability actually scales pretty scarily. Right? And it scales with our HP. It deals damage based on our HP. So as we get bigger, this will also get bigger. Can you just, like, not? I just want to farm some creeps. You're not going to be able to kill me in time anyway. Alright. We're good. We're good. We managed to catch up. Like, that's the thing. Right now, we really just need to focus on farming. Ooh, Spell Lifesteal seems nice. If we can survive just by getting farm and staying alive, then we should be good. So, Righteous Lord deals pure damage to enemies. And this reduces our spell damage, which means that we deal less damage? I think so, yeah. I think I'm actually not gonna get this for now. I think I'll skip it for the time being and keep investing over here. Because creeps don't have magic resistance, right? So it's probably... I don't know. Admittedly, getting this increases spell damage by 1% for every maximum health. But this is gonna be better if I actually have HP as well, right? I think right now we just get this. We get this, and then we go from there. No health radiance. Health radiance is one of those items where it just kind of like does the same thing that our hero already does, right? And I try to avoid that. Like sometimes layering effects like that can be a good idea, but I think right here it makes more sense for us to get items that can help us cover for our weaknesses, as opposed to getting an item that just kind of does exactly what our hero already can do. So, let's get more HP. Take these, thank you very much. More HP still. We have a blade mail. I'm actually really happy about the blade mail. I think that's gonna be a really good item. Hello? I mean, I die, right? Yeah. I mean, against that, the health radiance would be pretty good. But, I don't know. I think I want to get this Madness Blade Mail. It's just a pretty reasonable upgrade at an affordable cost. Come on. Good. It stops people from just chasing us down relentlessly, right? And I think that's something we're looking for. We ran out of mana. But maybe just a couple hits? Nice! Hey, look at us! We actually won that one. Okay. You can have that. I'm just trying to heal up. You're gonna chase me down? Really? Oh, man. It's not enough. I'm actually really tanky, even at this low on HP, right? Because it's not actually that low. I still have like 800 health. What do you think about Dota Esports dying? Is it really dying, or is Esports dying in general? Is it dying? Isn't it fine? Aren't there still tournaments going on? I think that really comes down to your definition of dying. And that's a discussion that like people have all the time, right? It's just like, is this dying? Is this dead? And I think every time this is brought up, I then bring up the quote that Mango said one time. Mango being a professional Super Smash Bros. Melee player. My GOAT! The greatest. But Mango one time said, Melee will never die. Because even if everybody else stops playing, even if all of the esports stops happening, it will still be him and Zane, another top player, sitting behind a 7-Eleven playing Melee on a CRT they fished out of the garbage. And as long as they're playing, the game isn't dead. And I agree with that. So, is the game dying? I don't know. What does that mean, right? Will Dota ever have prize pools again, like it had at TI-10? I sincerely doubt it. I think Valve learned that they don't have to spend that much money on it, so why would they? Oh, I can't find any creeps. This is really annoying. But does that mean TI won't happen? I also doubt that. I think TI will continue to happen. Right? And as far as I'm concerned, if it's happening, it's not dead. Oh. Yeah, the Naga Siren coming in big time there. Maybe I should get this health radiance as well. I was planning on using attacking, but like I'm thinking attacking might actually not be the way to go. Maybe I shouldn't spend money on this. What do you guys think? Health radiance? Health radiance, Reaver, Bloodstone, I guess? Alright. I mean, the Mask of Madness will probably be a sell later. We'll see. Let's level this up. So we deal pure damage now, right? Oh, but isn't the health radiance bad? Because of our reduced spell damage? But I guess this gives us spell damage again, right? Tricky. I don't want to get anything else. I like having some spell lifesteal. I mean, obviously the Weaver takes that, right? Because the Weaver is actually in the game. But what does it mean for something to be dead? To me, I feel like... Isn't it fine as long as somebody's still enjoying it? I feel like there's this idea that capitalism has ingrained into us. That unless something is growing, unless something is profitable, unless something obeys the rules of the free market in every aspect, unless somebody would benefit the shareholders, then it's not worth doing. And I just don't really agree with that. That doesn't sound right to me. Aren't things worth doing just because you want to do them? Isn't that enough? Aren't things worth doing just because somebody enjoys it? Isn't art for the sake of art itself a worthwhile pursuit? In my opinion, yeah. I would say so. And so, is a game alive if it's not as popular as it was at its peak? Well, are people still playing it? Then I would say so. Is esports going to recover and be as big as it once was? Maybe, maybe not. I can't tell you anything about that. But does that mean it's dead? No. Because honestly, esports predates big money. Big money was here. Big money came after. Big money was people trying to monetize the communities that already existed. And big money is not needed for those communities to continue existing. So part of me wanted to go for like an attack-based build here, but it doesn't really seem necessary, right? Oh, sure, I guess I'll take that kill. I mean, I can't do anything. Literally unwinnable. Can turn this off and try to heal, but it's not enough. Alright. Battle Pass was big due to TI? Really? Do you think so? Wasn't it the other way around? Wasn't that proven last year? Like, I feel like TI had enormous prize pools, hugely inflated prize pools, Because of the battle pass. Not the other way around. That doesn't sound right to me. Alright, we should get rid of this Mask of Madness. I wonder if we want, like, Kaya in some capacity. Would Spell Crit do anything for us? Because, like, people buy the Battle Pass. The passive ability, Eye of Fiend, reduces healing of enemies based on my missing health. Hello. Nice, we got that kill. Very good. I guess we do get this. Do we? Yeah, okay, it's fine. We can't attack anymore. Which is actually kind of a problem, because that means we can't get the money picks any longer, but that's alright. So, if I may recap what happened over the past, I guess, 2 years or so, from my perspective, right? But from my perspective, Valve released for 2022 that Battle Pass, TI-11, was split into 2 parts. And the first part was released before TI and had the money that it earned shared with TI. And the second half was released after TI with the money not shared. And from what I can tell, or what I guess, sorry, not from what I can tell, I have no evidence of this, right? But from what I am guessing, is that these 2 halves of the Battle Pass had no significant difference in their earnings. Because the following year, Valve released not a Battle Pass, but just a compendium, right? But that's essentially like the Battle Pass. And the money from that was shared, but you didn't get any cosmetics. You didn't get anything. And people didn't buy it. Like, it didn't sell. We know that for sure, because we can compare it to previous Battle Passes, right? It was only like, what, 3 million? Compared to the previous 20 million? And I'm betting that it was even just that high, because people were still just kind of like, oh, Battle Pass, I'll just buy it really quick. And then, oh shit, I guess this doesn't actually have anything in it. I would guess that a pretty significant portion of people had an experience like that. Alright. Big health. So much HP. I'm guessing the Weaver, right? And then I am assuming, oh, right, and then this year, they released a Battle Pass. They didn't call it a Battle Pass, but it's basically a Battle Pass, right? They released this right here. This is basically a Battle Pass. There is a store. You can buy stuff. Right? And you can spend endlessly, you unlock skins. But not a single cent of this goes to TI. And again, I'm guessing that that's happening because Valve believe, and I assume they are correct, that they don't have to share with TI. People will buy it anyways. The fact that the Battle Pass was sharing with TI was really just Valve being nice. And now they realize they don't have to do that. They can just keep the money. And so that's what they're doing instead. People are selfish really, they won't buy if it doesn't benefit them, and it's fine. I think that's fine too. I don't see a reason why players would be expected to donate to a billion-dollar company and multi-million-dollar businesses that are these big esports companies. Right? Like, sorry, with all my love for Team Liquid, but like, why do I need to finance the prize pool for this tournament? Like, that doesn't seem right. There are smaller esports, like my beloved Super Smash Bros. Melee, where financing the prize pools for those tournaments, I think is appropriate, because those tournaments have prize pools in the thousands. Not hundreds of thousands. Thousands. Not even tens of thousands. Like if a Melee tournament has a 10k prize pool, then that's a pretty high prize pool. That's a pretty good tournament. There I can see it. But when we're talking about Valve, when we're talking about stuff like Team Liquid, I mean, I don't know why I need to pay for that. Y'all can afford that yourself. Alright, so I agree, Spirit Vessel seems like a really good investment. So we'll get a Spirit Vessel. They were being nice. I heard they stopped because they're being petty from some Reno pro player. I heard that story too, that apparently pro players complained and then Valve were like, well, we're not doing it then. And I disagree. I mean, maybe that happened. I have not seen any proof of this. I've heard the story myself, but it doesn't make sense to me. But what does make sense to me is that Valve just one day in a boardroom meeting were like, do we have to share the money from TI? And then they were like, I don't know, let's try it out. And then they tested it and it turned out, no, they don't have to share the money from TI. And then they decided to stop doing that. Right? Like it's just not really that complicated, I feel. Oh, god damn it, that was so close. That was actually so close. Like, I feel like, assuming that there's, you know, some sort of petty nonsense happening in some back rooms, I mean, maybe that could have happened, but I just think it's unlikely, right? Alright. Strats has stats for matches by region over time since 2015. Unfortunately, Europe is not split into West and East, but Europe overall is up 50% in matches, while the US has halved. So you're probably pretty right. I wish there was some data for Western Europe specifically. Yeah, so the only thing I have as like a point of reference, right, is just looking at the viewership and frequency of YouTube channels for Dota, right? And there, I have personally noticed that there are a lot of Russian channels. There are so many Russian channels. Way more than English-speaking ones. At least that's my impression. And they get way more views. So I'm guessing that Dota is really popular in Russia. Alright. I mean, I don't really think I can do much about the Naga. What are we buying next? Shiva's Guard seems good. I don't know if Spell Crit works. I guess we have to just test it. Spell Crit would be nice. Alright, let's hope we can give it a go. Are there creeps? Yes. Alright, let's buy Spell Crit. Let's hope we can crit a little bit. It does work. Is that worth it? That seems worth it. That seems worth it, right? Wow, you do so much damage. Holy shit. But we did some too. Like, it wasn't actually that bad. Well, at this point, we bought the spell crit. I guess we're kind of stuck with it now, right? There is also the option of a Yules, but I mean, I don't know if there's enough time. We gotta get a good neutral item. That's what's actually really important here, I think. Song gives her a buff. I assume so, yeah. Every time you attack, you return 150. That's actually pretty good. But I think I'm looking for Giant's Ring, right? This is kind of funny. This is actually really good. Let's get a Book of Shadows. Like, I don't know what else. Like, if we could get the Giant's Ring, I just know this is actually a really good item for us. So I'm happy to just kind of take it. Man, the knockback. Oh, this is brutal. Okay, we managed to get close. He's just running. I mean, maybe I just, like, take it. Maybe that's I'm just gonna tank it. Oh, I can't D-ward. I think I win. Got him. Nice. Yeah, I think that's the only way I can take that one. That was tricky. All right. Yeah, I can't D-ward because I can't attack, right? so I couldn't get rid of the ward. But we managed to make it happen anyways. I will buy a Munyasha right now because I really need some extra movement speed. Otherwise, we're way too slow. Okay. So ideally we want Giant's Ring, right? But this is probably a good second best, the Book of Shadows. This can't be used on creeps. Alright. So it's just physical damage left. We could get armor. Spell damage over here. Or health regen. I don't think we get health regen. What do you guys want? I think spell damage is probably the way to go, right? 5% spell damage is like actually quite a lot for us. Armor is arguably also good, but I don't know. I would rather do a bit more damage because I feel like that's our weak spot here. We deal a lot of damage over time, but burst-wise, we are not really keeping up. So no HP. We've taken everything that gives HP. We already have all these things. We have this. Everything that gives HP is maxed out. I mean, we have a lot. We have 8,000 HP. So it's not that we don't have any. Hello. Would you mind? Oh, we got it. Nice. Well, that's good. More spell damage, more spell damage. Alright. Yeah, Spirit Vessel is very powerful. I mean, to be honest, we might not need Bloodstone. But I don't really know what to replace it with. And it is good. Oh, I actually kind of do know what to replace it with, right? Heaven's Halberd. What's better, do you think? Bloodstone or Heaven's Halberd? It's gotta be Heaven's Halberd, right? This already gives us Spell Lifesteal. We don't actually need more Spell Lifesteal. We're fine. Yeah, that seems better. That's also an illusion, I assume. Yeah, this gotta be better. We're going up against 2 attackers after all, right? So getting a Heaven's Halberd just to kind of stop them from doing that seems like a good idea. And then we'll go from there. And right now we just kind of waddle around. There isn't really that much to do. This actually gave us more HP as well, which is nice. Alright, so the Heaven's Halberd isn't really doing what we need it to do. Oh, maybe it is? Disarm? Wait, I won. Okay. I won that fight. Killed them both. Very exciting. This is looking like a third to me. I don't know how we can win a duel. I don't. I don't have anything to break through Lincoln's. So I guess I need to replace this. I guess I need to, like, get something into my inventory I can swap out. Right? So I can break Lincoln's and Heaven's Halberd them. And then swap it out for the Spirit Vessel. I suppose that has to be the plan. Yeah. Okay. Or just get a Yule's, because that might actually be useful. We can swap that back in afterwards. Although this gives us Spell Lifesteal, so I don't really want to give it up. And we get Moonkaya for some extra damage. Okay, that seems to be the plan. Consume this. Go like so. No Giant's Ring for us. I don't think any of this is better than the Book of Shadows. So just get the money. Can use this to buy a couple more of these. And get some armor. Yule's... Oh. Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. I need to heal a little bit. There's the Satanic. Yeah, it's just not really doable. Satanic just overpowers us, right? And it's just not really enough burst damage. I mean, this is where I would have liked to be able to attack, right? Like, if we were able to attack, we might have been able to actually apply some pressure. But the fact that all of our damage is just this kind of like slow, reliable damage over time. The fact that we know exactly how much damage we're going to do just makes it so easy for our opponents to manipulate it. Right? They can just anticipate exactly what's going to happen and then play accordingly. Makes it really easy to play around. Hero Sword Lincolns? No. Weaver had... oh no, now Weaver got rid of it, yeah. So vulnerable. But I assume against us it was just backpacked. I think the Weaver was kind of trying to wait until he needed to use Satanic to then have the Lincolns ready for that, which was smart. Because as long as the Weaver gets to use Satanic, there is actually really nothing we can do. Alright, Dark Siren. Go get him. Yeah, Weaver's just a strong hero. Alright. To be honest, I think third is as good as we can hope for with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. We'll definitely appreciate that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.